I've been terrorized by trolls since my son Jay Slater's disappearance and death. It's destroyed me, says tearful mum. Watch Jay Slater's mum Debbie reveal how she has been tormented by endless abuse. Grief-stricken Debbie Duncan, 56, wept as she revealed she had been sent thousands of messages, pictures, and videos, including disgusting mock-ups of her son being tortured. Brave Debbie told The Sun in an exclusive interview how the trolling started as soon as she arrived in Tenerife after Jay, 19, went missing on June 17. And she revealed she had even been sent a sick handwritten letter last week, criticizing her for organizing her son's funeral. Debbie has reported some messages to police and has vowed to campaign for tougher laws on trolling. Apprentice bricklayer Jay, 19, vanished on June 17 after a night out with friends at a festival in Tenerife. His remains were found in a ravine in the rural Teno Park in Tenerife on July 15 after a 4-week search. Hundreds of mourners attended the funeral of Jay, of Oswald Whistle, Lance at Accrington Crematorium on Saturday, August 10, and sitting alongside son Zach, 24. In her first interview since Jay's death, Debbie said, "I don't even have the words to describe how sick these individuals are. I have been terrorized by trolls. I have tried to block it out, but you can't. However, if I had paid attention to all of them, I'd be in a padded cell." Anguished Debbie received a phone call from Jay's friend Lucy May Law, 18, on the afternoon of June 17, telling her that he had gone missing. Jay's dad, Warren Slater, 58, who later joined the desperate search, drove Debbie and Zach, 24, to Manchester Airport, and they jetted to Tenerife. But a relative of Lucy had posted a missing poster of Jay on Facebook on the day he vanished, and included Debbie's number on the appeal in a well-meaning act that was to have devastating consequences. It meant Debbie's number, which she needed in case there was news about Jay, was circulated and fell into the hands of vile trolls. And when she and Zach touched down in Tenerife, Debbie's phone pinged with the first sick message about her son. Debbie said, "The first message said, 'You'll never see your boy again. He owes me all this money.' And I thought, well, what is going on here? We've only just arrived in Tenerife. What the hell?" The message was the first of thousands that Debbie and her family were subjected to, as keyboard abusers added their misery as they desperately searched for Jay. Ghouls and conspiracy theorists flocked to social media sites, including TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, where they spread false information about the teen. The search was plagued by false sightings of Jay, including him watching an England match in Santiago del Teide, Tenerife, in a Sainsbury's in Basingstoke, Hants, and on the Eurostar. Cranks peddled false theories, including that Jay had fallen foul of a drugs cartel and had taken a yacht to Morocco. Trolls also made mocked-up pictures and videos of Jay being held captive and tortured, and of his body being buried on a beach. And they falsely accused school assistant Debbie of misusing money from a GoFundMe account, which Lucy had set up. Fighting back tears, Debbie said, "The first week was all a blur. I was in a hotel room in Tenerife and looking for Jay, and I was getting terrorized by trolls. There were calls with people saying, 'We know where Jay is. He's done this. He's done that.' Some were from people screaming Jay's name or saying he had been stabbed on a beach. And oh my God, the stories, they were just unreal. Absolutely unreal. People were saying, 'He's in a hole. He's chained up.' It was just disgusting, absolutely disgusting. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody, the torment that I've had to go through, and that I'm still going through." As she and Zach spoke to The Sun, Debbie, clearly a loving mom who told of her special bond with Jay, broke down in tears on several occasions as she bravely outlined her horrific ordeal. And she admitted that she and her family were sucked into some conspiracy theories as they desperately clung to the hope that Jay was alive. In a heartbreaking admission, Debbie said, "I wanted to believe that he'd been chained up, because at least that way I knew that he would still be breathing somewhere. I wanted to believe he'd been kidnapped and he was being held, because I thought, well, that would mean he's alive somewhere. You know, anything. As horrible as it was, I just thought, well, he might be breathing somewhere." We were sucked into it. But Debbie, who had found Jay's passport and travel money in his apartment on arrival in Tenerife, knew he would not be abroad or elsewhere in Tenerife without telling her. She said, "I had his passport with me, and the idea that Jay would be watching the Euros in a bar was ridiculous. He would never do that without telling me. He loved his family, and I don't remember a time he was uncontactable." As she outlined her harrowing experience, Debbie showed us vile pictures she was sent. One, saying, "We have your son," shows a photoshopped picture of Jay with a chain around his neck and a gash under one eye. A video said to be of Jay being beaten by captors was probed by Spanish police and revealed to have been taken in Russia 10 years ago. And Debbie received one message saying, "I'll give you one warning, your son won't be coming back. He owes us enough that *****ing money, kiss goodbye to him." She added, "There's a video of somebody digging a hole on the beach, and it looks like they dragged a body into this hole. People were saying it's Jay. Honestly, you just wouldn't believe the stuff that we got sent. I can't even describe the kind of human beings that they are, really. To sit and go through to all that trouble, all that effort, to just rip me apart by trying to say that. It's disgusting, it really is. We've had a lot from people with northern accents. We're from the north of England, and all you're doing is just throwing abuse at this family who you know nothing about. They should be supporting us." During the search, trolls posted false theories on sites about Jay on Facebook and contacted Debbie and Zach on Instagram. Steel industry worker Zach was sent one message on Instagram which said, "If Jay Slater is your brother, you will never find him where he's buried." When he looked into the account that had sent it, it was from a Ukrainian soldier fighting in the country's war with Russia. Zach said, "It was unbelievable and so sick." Most of the messages were from anonymous hoaxers, but Debbie and Zach have compiled several pages of numbers from people who did not hide them. They came mostly from Britain, but the family also had contact from people in Spain, Australia, Germany, and America. Police have said they will investigate one message from a 15-year-old Brit who contacted Debbie to claim he had killed Jay, and Debbie was sent a handwritten letter last week from an anonymous writer in Birmingham. Although it was not addressed to her correctly, her postman, a family friend, delivered it in good faith thinking it was a card from a well-wisher. Instead, the person, writing after Jay's funeral, said, "Why bother to go to all the fuss?" They added that they had brought up their children properly and made accusations about the GoFundMe donations. Debbie said, "It's absolutely disgusting. They know nothing about us, nothing about our family. That is the first time I've received something that somebody has actually sat and wrote about Jay in a letter. Of course, they don't have the courage to reveal who they are. I just really hope something bad happens to some of these nasty people. I really do. My hometown is full of love, but I am just destroyed by some of this nastiness." Distraught, Debbie has now vowed to campaign for tougher action on trolling. She said, "I won't do it immediately as I am grieving, but it's something that I would definitely like to pursue. I just don't know how people can just get away with destroying people. People are still making money out of videos about Jay on TikTok, and it is just wrong. There needs to be tougher laws, and social media companies should be doing more."